Recording. Okay, so your question to me was, what is this? What's this all about? And thank you, first of all, for being here. I really do appreciate it. It's always nice to have a live audience of somebody who I can talk to and share these things with, rather than just sitting in front of my computer and recording it, and you're going to be asking questions they will probably have forgotten about. So let me explain what this is by explaining a little bit of history. So, and for those who are watching the recording, I have Mary Crawford with me from Madison, Wisconsin. Mary, you have done a number of events with us over the past couple of years, and of which your participation is really appreciated. And as you know, here's some of the events that we've done. We've been averaging about 2 a year. Well, last year we did 2. We are going to be doing 2 this year. I think we only did 1 in 2019. And what we've done in the past is we have somebody who's joining the room right now. So I just want to pause for a second to see if she's going to be able to get in. Stephanie, are you here? There you are. Awesome. Good to have you.
I am here. I just can't be on video right now.
That's okay. It's not a problem. So, here's how it started in 2019. 2019, we decided, hey, let's have an event. Let's give our providers an opportunity to share their expertise with the world. And I decided that anyone who wanted to have a presentation at this Defining Wellness Confab, we called it a confab because it got people's attention as opposed to just saying summit, they could have a speaking slot. I ended up with 51 sessions over 10 days, and it just about killed me. So we have been modifying it as we go along. The only one we've done in 2021 so far was the day before the presidential inauguration. We decided to do a National Drop-In Self-Care Day, and that was absolutely wonderful with self-care activities all day long, and it was beautiful. But one of the things that we've been promising to employers is that we would have a semi-annual wellness fair that their employees could participate in that would be online. So our goal was, let's have it in the fall of 2021 as our first one, and that it would be a little bit different than what we've done in the past, because this is a wellness fair. We don't want people to just come and have 40, 45-minute, 50-minute presentations. We're going to lose their interest. So we wanted to have a little bit of a different format to it. So we came up with something new, but we also discovered that with all the previous events that we've done, there's been one thing that's been missing, and that's a call to action. So we needed to find a way to put in a call to action. So what we're doing starting right now, this is the debut of it. I've been talking about it for about a week for some people who have happened to catch me on the phone or on another event that we've been doing. But this is really the debut. And I'm really excited about this because it does everything that I've ever wanted us to be able to do. And let me say out of the get-go that there's 3 steps to this, and each step is 100% optional. And you don't have to be a participant in all 3 or even 2 of them to participate in any one of them. And so there's never any obligation. But the 3-step module that we're following is step 1 will be our semi-annual wellness fair. And some of you are familiar that we've been promoting Transitions 2021. So we've got one more person coming into the room. Anne, thank you for being here. I've already started, so we'll get you caught up there. You haven't missed anything so far. So step 1 is the semi-annual wellness fair. Step 2 is having bonus sessions 1 week following the wellness fair. Why am I doing that? Because there aren't that many speaking slots. And we have a lot of people who want to be able to get the business exposure and visibility. So 1 week following the wellness fair that we have, and this year again, it's called Transitions 2021, we will have bonus sessions. And I am going to explain what those are. But then we're going to take it one step further. A minute ago, I said what's been missing is the call to action. So step 3 is the call to action, and that will be paid workshops that will take place in the following 2 to 3 months. Okay, so here's what it's going to look like for 2021. We're doing Transitions 2021, August 27th and 28th. It's the wellness fair, but it's a wellness experience for both business and self. I will show you the agenda in a moment. 1 week later, we're going to have Well Talks. So we're going to have a Well Fair, WELLFAIR, not WELFARE. We're going to have a Well Talk, similar to TED Talks. We're going to call it the Well Talks. And then from mid-September to the end of October, or we could go into mid-November, we will be offering paid wellness workshops called Well Workshops. Okay, so let's go and take a look at the big event, the Transitions, the welfare that we're doing. So as I said, we're going to have 2 of these every single year. We were thinking spring and fall. The way it's working out, it will be August and February. Okay, so those, just keep those dates in your mind. They will be 2 days long. We will have 3 tracks to serve our stakeholders. So our stakeholders are human resource professionals, the general public who is looking for wellness help, and independent health and wellness professionals like your guys' self. Okay, and this gives more opportunities for our network providers to have business exposure. So at any point in time, you guys have questions, jump in. All right. This is what the agenda looks like for Transitions 2021. You'll notice that purple and green are not our branded colors. That is on purpose. We've already had a number of people who've said to us, oh, it was easy to find the information on Transitions because it was that purple box on your website. They're not expecting purple. So that's why we're using these different colors. But we have, here's the 3 tracks that we have. One for human resource professionals, the experiential wellness fairs that we're going to have for the general public, and one for health and wellness professionals. By doing it this way, we create a number of opportunities. There's actually 4 sessions here because there's 2 wellness fairs. Okay, there's one in the morning, one in the afternoon on the first day, and one in the morning on the second day. So I could then invite a provider from our network to be a co-host with me. There will be 3 keynote presentations, maybe a 4th in the health and wellness professionals track, but that's not how we're doing it this time around. We will have 1 panel discussion with 3 to 4 providers. That is for the human resource professionals track. And we're going to have 2 virtual wellness experiences, and those can accommodate anywhere between 4 and 10 providers, depending on how many people we have registered for the wellness fair. If you haven't done the virtual wellness experiences with us, they're a lot of fun. Mary, I know that you were a participant last year when we did them. We did them in April and May of 2020. They were a lot of fun. The participants loved being able to go spend 15 minutes in a Zoom room with a provider from our network, have a wellness experience that was up to the provider to come up with. And the wellness experience could be, Mary, you may have gone over dowsing with someone. We had a medical intuitive. We had a health coach. It's doing a quiz with them, leading them through an exploration of something. It's not a presentation. It's actually them experiencing your brilliance. Jenny Lynn, good to have you here. We'll get you all caught up. We also have room here for 7 self-care activities. A self-care activity is a fitness, a yoga, a meditation. It's short, it's about 10 minutes long, with about 5 minutes available for the provider to talk about their business and let us, the co-hosts, ask you questions and kind of interview you so that the participants can see it. Stephanie Loeris, who is on this call right now, she's going to be doing a fitness routine. Mary, you're participating in the virtual wellness experience as well. So we're really excited about that. All total, this gives us room to use anywhere between 25 and 38 people in our network right now. Okay, and it could be more depending upon the projected attendance. And all of you are donating your time in exchange for the business visibility. And we're not charging anyone. This is not a pay to play type of speaking engagement, which so many of them are these days, that if you want to speak at someone's fair to promote your business, you got to pay them bucks. We're not doing that. So it's 100% free. You're not getting paid. We're not getting paid for it either. Now here's step 2. So 1 week later, we're going to have well talks. That is a chance for your presentation. Those will happen 1 week after the wellness fair that we have. You do not have to participate in the wellness fair to have a well talk. It's about 15 minutes on whatever subject that you want to do it on. We have a special page on our website set up for well talks. You can go to the event website, Transitions 2021. You will find buttons that say well talk all over the place, but it's your chance to share your expertise. If TED Talks can do it in 20 minutes, we can do it in 15 minutes. So it's 15 minutes for that. And then there's about a 5-minute buffer between talks. So it gives us me a chance to ask you about your business. You can do a special offer at the well talks if you want. You can do whatever you want. It's your time. We're going to be recording these for our video library. And this is really important because we're getting a lot of hits on our video library right now. So it's really important to be able to have that in play. I know Stephanie here has a well talk that she's already got set up. And we have a bunch of slots still available because I'm just debuting this right now. And those of you who are on this call, you have the advantage of getting your name in first. So when they're full with one exception. If we have a lot of people who want to do it, it is a 2-hour block that we're doing these in. So from 10 a.m. to noon Mountain Daylight Time on Tuesday and Thursday following the transitions event. I do have also time between 2 and 4, but we're going to fill up the morning first. And then if we need to, we can add some afternoon sessions. So there is room for growth here. So it's a 15-minute presentation. We are promoting this during the event. We're promoting it before the event. We are promoting it. If you're a speaker at the Transitions 2021, we'll have an icon on your bio that indicates that you will have a talk that's available. We will be promoting the talks. And everyone who registers for this Transitions 2021 or any welfare that we have will receive a special invitation to attend so that they know about this. We're looking to have 300 people registered for Transitions 2021. We're hoping for 300 because we know 1/3 of them will actually show up. If more than 1/3 of them show up, we're actually going to be out of room on Zoom. So I'm going to be having some conversations with Zoom to expand my capacity probably, or we'll be broadcasting live on Facebook Live for the overflow. And again, the Well Talk is a donation of your time for business exposure and a chance to do a special offer out there. And right now I can accommodate up to 24 people. Any questions so far? Okay. Now here's where it's really going to get fun and interesting. I'm going to say, if you really, really want a business builder idea, use your Well Talk presentation as a teaser for a 2 to 3 hour paid workshop that will be held sometime in the next 2 to 3 months after transitions. So again, sometimes from mid-September through no later than mid-November. I don't want to deal with anything around Thanksgiving or the holidays. So it's got to be done before Thanksgiving. Now, what does that mean? That is the call to action that we're talking about. That is where you're going to get immediately paid for your efforts and something that you're doing. What we will do is that we will create a marketing slick for it. This is an example. I have a well workshop that has been set up just basically to get things flowing. If we need to take it off the calendar, I do, but I have one that I have out there. We will provide some marketing support for your workshop, as this would be a sponsored activity from Udefine Wellness. Doesn't mean that you don't promote it. We need you to promote it too, because you want to get as many people out there as possible. You have a network of people who already like you. See if you can get them to come to your workshop. I will go ahead and provide the Zoom connection and all the back office support, meaning you don't have to worry about running anything except your own presentation if you're going to use a PowerPoint. And if you really want me to run it, we can. We tend to find it's better if the speaker is running it. But we will set up the polls. If you want to do polls, we will set up the breakout rooms if you want to use breakout rooms, so that you can concentrate on being you and letting your brilliance shine through. There will be a split on the workshop fee, and I'm going to go over the workshop fees in just a minute because those are set. That we will have a 20% split with you. So you're going to get 80%. We're going to get 20% for the work that we're doing and putting it together and covering our costs for maintaining things like the Zoom connections and all the marketing stuff that we are going to put together. So your job, if you so choose to accept this challenge, is to create a workshop that is engaging, interactive, and that people will rave about. It's really important that we're putting our best foot forward when we're doing these. And you know, consider using some of the Zoom features to help increase engagement. And if you feel that, oh my gosh, I'm not comfortable being a public speaker, my goodness, we have resources for you. I can share with you some of the best presentations that we have. We have some that have been stellar. We have a lot that are really, really good. We have some that are stellar. And I'm more than happy to share those presentations with you so you can get ideas. There is some mentoring that I am more than willing to do. If you want actual in-depth coaching with me on it, I don't expect anyone to take me up on this offer, but if you want a lot of my time, it's $125 an hour. So take the mentoring. The difference from that is you get a book an hour on my calendar every once in a while versus a regular intensive coaching, okay? And help us promote your workshop. And I've already covered that. So frequently asked question, do I have to participate in welfare or well talk bonus sessions to hold a paid workshop? I've actually already answered this one a couple of times. The answer is no. We have one of our co-hosts wanted to do a well talk. And she said, but I don't want to do a workshop, a paid workshop. Okay. I don't have a problem with that. And she's going to do a great well talk. So it's up to you. We've also had people who have said, can I do a paid workshop but not do a well talk? I don't know why you would want to do that. Yes, you can, but I don't know why you'd want to do that. I would think that you would want to do a teaser out there, give people a taste of what you're going to do in the workshop. People's lives will not get transformed in a 15-minute workshop most often. Sometimes they will. It's very rare. But if we can tease them into paying for a workshop, that's what we want to do. So I believe in transparency. So let's look at the money trail. So it's an 80-20 split on the workshop revenue. We will have set pricing, and it's $39 per hour, essentially, is what it comes out to. And that will have, so we'll have points assigned for pricing. The reason why we're doing points is because, I will cover this in a minute, is people can buy gift certificates for people if they want to be able to, you know, award an employee for a job well done, give them purchase a gift certificate with 4 points. That means that they can, use them towards any workshop that charges at least 4 points, or bank them for a couple of different ones. The guideline is 1 point per hour of workshop. You may have an argument as to why your 1 hour workshop should be 2 points. So instead of $39, it's $78. Okay. And that's fine. If you don't get an enrollment for it, that may be one of the reasons, but it's going to be completely up to you. To promote these, we're offering, if they have the Healthy Living Savings Card, any provider in our network also qualifies for this. Okay, so any provider in our network can take any one of the classes for a 50% savings, because you're all entitled to a Healthy Living Savings Card. We just haven't mailed them out to everyone. So if you ever want one in the mail, ask me, I'll get one in the mail to you. But anybody who has the Healthy Living Savings Card can come for a 50% savings, so that you're not going to be paid $39 for that class. You're going to be paid, what, $19.50? I can't do my math real quick, which I think is a fair price for a lot of workshops out there, for $19.50 per hour of instruction that you're getting. So we will be doing a special at the event at Transitions 2021. We will be selling the Healthy Living Savings Cards at a drastically reduced price. We're taking 70% off the retail price and selling them for $29.70. It is well worth their time, any employers there, to be stocking up on the Healthy Living Savings Card at Transitions 2021. So just to show the math, you're welcome to take a screenshot of this if you want to refer back to it. But this is how the math works. So if I have a class, a well workshop that is, technically it's about a 6-hour class. I'm going to be able to do it in 4 hours. I'm charging 4 points. It's $156 retail price, $78 if they have the Healthy Living Savings Card. If 30 people sign up for it, my income on that is this $2,340, $2,340. Oh, let's go back, Denise. Okay. So, well, the total income is $2,340. My income as a provider for that is $1,872. So if we have 300 people registered for Transitions 2021 and 10% of them sign up for this workshop, which I don't think will happen for the workshop I'm doing, but you never know. Okay. 10% sign up, the revenue to me as a provider is $1,872. For You Define Wellness, it's $468. That pays for me to have somebody monitoring the program for me, the Zoom, so I don't have to deal with it myself. Okay. Any questions on that? Yes, Mary, you're muted.
All right. So we're talking about the workshops being 3 to 4 hours.
No, it can be as long as you want. It could be 1 hour, it could be 2 hours, it could be 3 hours. You know, most workshops I see will probably be about, I just realized I had a bunch of things in the chat box. It's whatever you want it to be. If you want to do a 1 hour workshop, not a problem.
So if I do a 2-hour workshop, then that's 2 points.
It's gonna, yeah, it's gonna be $78 is the cost of it. If they have the Healthy Living Savings Card, it's $39. If everyone who shows up, you have 30 people who show up and they all got in with the Healthy Living Savings Card, you're gonna be making $936 for 2 hours.
Okay.
That's not a bad hourly rate.
Sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I love this, Stephanie Luaris. You say you're in, your Well Talk pushes into 3-hour workshop. We're going to have to find a date for the workshop that you want to do it on. You and I will just compare calendars. Big question is, when are you going to get paid? When the workshop's done. Okay. We'll settle the math at that point in time because we'll have the registration list. We'll know who was in attendance to it. There is a guideline on no-shows. And they have to, if they want to cancel prior to the event, they have a choice of receiving a full refund less I think it is a 5% processing fee to cover the processing fees on my end. It's not a big one. Or they can bank those points and use them for another workshop. Yes, Mary.
Another quick little logistic question. If you have workbooks and things like that that you need to get to participants, is that going to be handled through you or through us? Or
oh God, no, I don't want to do it.
So we'll have all the contact information for all the participants so we can get that to them. Okay.
Yep, absolutely. You will have it, and I'll show you how. So here's the setup for the workshops. So we have a page on our website right now for Well Workshops. You can find it under, go to events. It's one of the drop-down items. You can go to the Transitions event. You will find a circle that says Well Workshops by YDW. You can click on it. You can go over to it. So there's a lot of places you can find it. Right now, we only have the one class listed, which is mine, which I set up so that you guys can see it. So it's on our website right now. We will also have those on a Facebook event. We will have them on a LinkedIn event. So they're going to be multiple places so you can share it easily. When they click the button to register for the class, this is what comes up, and you can see the cancellation policy there is that they can apply the credit to a future event or they can get the refund less a 5% cancellation fee. What you don't see on here is the next step on the cancellation policy. Did I print it? No, I didn't. So the next step on there is it says, if you no show, the provider's getting paid. Okay. So, you know, as soon as the money is dispersed from me to you, I'm out of the picture. And it's going to be between you and the individual if they want to contact you to roll it over to something else. When the money has left my hands, I don't want to go back and request it from you. So that we have in the cancellation policy, if they no show, and no show means you do not come to it and you did not let us know that you were not going to be there, you are forfeiting that. So you can let us know up to the moment of the event. After that, you know, you know, I'm not a mean, nasty person. If somebody contacts me halfway through the event and they say, hey, I'm so sorry, I'm in the emergency room with my husband and blah, 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 blah. You and I are probably going to be really accommodating with the person saying, okay, all right, we get it. The emergencies happen. But we don't, you know, if it's just a no-show, you know, sorry, they forfeit it. Well, as soon as they register on our website, they get this confirmation that says you're registered, watch your email for event details, and then they get an email. You will be copied on the registration confirmation. Okay, so we are having a little bit of an issue with the server not sending the emails to some places. So we're going to be watching this really closely to make sure you get the confirmations on it. But you and I will both know how many people are signed up for an event leading up to it. And anytime you want to know, you tell me. And if nobody has signed up for your event, we just quietly cancel it. And you know, we don't have to worry about it because there's nobody to notify. This is a crapshoot. We don't know what's going to happen. And Stephanie, you had a question. In the event of a no-show, can we invite them to a future date of our workshop on our own platform? Absolutely, because I've already given you the money. So it's between you and the individual. Okay. Can someone buy well workshop points for future use or to or as a gift? Yes, we have a spot on our website. This is inactive at the moment. You will not be able to find it. I will get it active before we go live, but we already have a product set up in the Udefine Wellness Center, the store for Udefine Wellness's own store within it. For people to be purchasing it and how many points they are wanting to purchase it for. And we tell them where they can find the workshops. Okay, so this question has come up a few times lately, and that is, how do I get a prime speaking position on our events? So I want to go over it with you because everybody wants them. First of all, have rock solid presentation skills. And that means, you know, speaking in a voice that attracts. It means if you're using PowerPoint, know how to use it and have attention getting slides. So if public speaking is not your jam, let's work on it. We have people who can help you. The one thing I want to say is the workshops and the keynote speaker slots at the Wellness Fair are not a place to practice your skills. It's a place to showcase them. The place to practice your skills is participating on a panel discussion, being a part of the events that we do at Udefine Wellness that, you know, on a regular basis, our Wellness Wednesdays, lunch bunches, places like that. You know, there are some places to do it, but we want to be absolutely put your best foot forward. And so I'm just protecting everybody from themselves on that. If I haven't seen you speak before, you may be asked to audition or provide a video of your previous presentation for the keynote speaker slots and the well workshops. Here's a way to get a prime speaking position is be involved in the planning in September. So when Transitions 2021 is over with, we will have a debriefing sometime in September, yet to be decided when that's going to be, where we're going to figure out what worked, what didn't work. But we'll also start the planning for February in terms of picking what the agenda is, not the agenda, the theme is going to be, because we don't know yet what February is going to be. So, you know, be involved in the planning and That doesn't mean that a huge amount of your time. It just means speak up. And even when I post things in Facebook, comment on them. Going with the flow and being flexible. This is my way of saying, please don't be high maintenance. We have had some in the past who were extremely high maintenance. None of them are on this call, and some are no longer part of Unifying Wellness. So just go with the flow and be flexible. That's one of the ways to get my attention. Help us promote the event. We know who's promoting. We know who's not promoting the event, because we can see the shares, and if we're tagged on events. That goes a long ways towards me saying, hey, I really want to make sure that you're going to be part of the next event. Those who just show up for the event, hey, that's fine. It's your right to do so, but just know it's not helping all of us. It's not helping any of us. It's not even helping yourself if you're not helping promote it. Act when the announcements are made. I know you guys don't always see them. When they are, I try to give you as much notice as I can, but you know the calendar as to what we're doing, and that's why I'm putting this out there, because I'm going to give you the calendar. And the other thing is ask. Those who contact me and say, okay, how can I get greater visibility? What are the things that I can be doing? I will find a way to put you in, because I now know that you want that, and we're going to find a way to make it work. Okay, here's the calendar. I will have this posted on our private Facebook page at some point in time, but this is the general theme. So looking at August, because that's what we're going to be dealing with right now, we're going to have the Transitions 2021. It's a welfare. And then 1 week later, we're going to be doing the Well Talks. That's going to go between August and September. So it's August 31st and September 2nd. September, we'll have the planning meeting and start taking signups for the next event. And we won't take signups until we have a theme. And so we're going to have to get the theme down. But we're going to start having the well workshops, and we'll be doing those in October. In November, we're going to start the marketing for the February event. By then, the website will be done. This time it got done really, really fast. It got done in under a week. But we now have the template. So all we have to do is just plug in the new information. So we'll be launching the February event in November to start getting promotion out there, getting people to put it on their calendars. Yes, it's 4 months early, but we're not going to have anybody arguing to say, I didn't have enough time. It's done. Okay. And there's always some last minute tweaking that has to be done. And then in February, we're going to have the same format, and it's going to launch all over again. So this is the way we want to do it, so that we know when we're going to have these big events every single year. Questions on that? And Mary, you indicated that you discovered you cannot tag anyone when you post on your business page. If they have not liked your business page, you can't tag them. So you can tag them if really, because on mine you can. On my business page, I can, if they've liked my page, I can tag them.
Now, I posted as soon as you put out the information about this, I posted it on my business page. There's not even a place to tag anybody. I can tag.
I will write I will do their name, the @ sign in their name, and it'll come up if they've liked that page. I can't tag exactly.
You can't tag. I see. So, okay.
Yeah, but that's a way to tag without tagging.
I get it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I discovered the same thing. Okay. So frequently asked question. We're at the end of this, guys. I've had a trial run of this presentation with a few people lately. And the number one question was, do I have to be a Unifying Wellness Network provider to participate in any of these programs? The answer is yes. Bottom line. There are 2 exceptions for Transitions 2021, and let me be completely clear about those as to why I have them. In the HR professionals track that will be happening on the first day in the morning, Friday the 27th, we have 2 people who are not Unifying Wellness Network providers who will be talking there. One is a gentleman named Eric Kershak. He owns an organization called HR Hot Seat, which is a mastermind group for human resource professionals. And he has a huge following of people in the HR community. I absolutely want him as to be part of our panel presentation because he will help bring in some of the people that we want. That, and he's a really terrific guy, and he's got a fantastic program HR people need to know about if they don't already know about it. And unless they're in the Midwest, they probably don't know about HR Hot Seat. So we have him. We also have a gentleman from AgeWise Colorado who will be on the agenda for about 5 to 10 minutes maximum. And we are doing a joint program with AgeWise Colorado in September on caring for the caregivers in the sandwich generation, those who are parenting their parents and they've got kids too. And it's going to be a great program. We're really excited about it. I want to get some visibility for that program that we're putting out there. We have not started soliciting for providers to help in the caring for the caregiver section. We're going to have two sections. One will be technology and resources available for the caregivers, and the other one will be caring for the caregivers, and that is entirely ours. And so we will be putting that together, but he will be allowed. The only other person perhaps that may be speaking is that we have someone who is stepping forward as a big sponsor, and they will absolutely get 5 minutes on the calendar on the agenda to speak. But if anybody is watching this video, because I am making this public, that is interested in participating and being part of the Udefine Wellness Network, we do have a $100 discount on the one-time joining fee. There's no monthly fees, there's no annual fees. It's a one-time joining fee by just saying, say yes. And a payment plan is available as well. And you can take a screenshot of this and let me know. And if there are any questions, feel free to reach out to me because I am loving answering questions about this. But the last thing that I want to do is actually share with you the website, because I am so incredibly pleased with how this has been turned out. And so you can see some of the things that I've been talking about. Okay, so. Okay, now I can share the screen. So this is the new face of our website. It's always changing. We do that on purpose sometimes. So when somebody comes to udefinewellness.com, there's this purple box over here. Purposely, again, are we doing purple? They click learn more. I've already opened the tabs because Zoom does not like it when I'm trying to open tabs. The landing page has a lot in it, but it is designed to give them as much information as possible. So if you're a speaker, you are on this list, and a link to what track you are on. So in case somebody happens to be looking for you, they know how to find you. We have, I did not open this one, so let's see if it's going to do it. We do have door prizes that any provider in our network who wants to provide a door prize can do so. And we have a number of them so that we are receiving. We also have giveaways that we'll be giving to those who have registered, and we're collecting those as well. But there's a place to register. It's easy enough. Register now for the event. Because we're not charging for it, and it is something that we would normally charge $69 for, those who wish to make a donation, there are two ways to make a donation. Then we give them information about the bonus wellness education, the Well Talks and the Well Workshops, and everything's there. On the agenda, you'll see everything for all days. It's the big one. I'm going really fast over this just to give you a visual. The HR tracks is done. There are no more slots available, and we are recognizing those who have stepped forward as sponsors or door prizes, or they are going to be doing a Well Talk or a Well Workshop. And we have your social media links on here. I think it's really comprehensive. If it's too much, too bad. It's the way it's going to be. The practitioner track is still in development. We are working with the U brand out of Madison, Wisconsin to come up with a stellar program the intent behind it is to help independent health and wellness professionals achieve the vision that they have for their business. And so we will have a variety of different programs here. The wellness fair, this is a biggie. Nobody's doing a wellness fair like this at all, and it's over 2 days. It's the afternoon of Friday the 27th. We have a few opportunities still open for self-care. I think we have 3 available, although I have a call with someone on Friday who's going to take one of them. And we just added a new provider who I think will take another one of them. So there's only one that's up for grabs at this point in time. So the self-care activities for the Wellness Fair Part 1, but then Part 2 is on Saturday morning. And you can read out about all the different things that we have going on there. And if you are one of these speakers and you don't like the bio I have, I probably borrowed it from your website. And so you will want to, if you want to make some changes, let me know. We have a special page for all of our sponsors who have stepped forward and said, you know, that they're supporting us additionally with this. And we're accepting more sponsors. Even though most of these are actually, all of these right here are providers in our network, I am talking to some companies that will be one step above executive sponsor, that will be sponsoring a track. They'll be paying $750 for it. Udefined Wellness Network providers can participate and get a 50% savings on the sponsorship. And if you're interested in that, let me know and I will get you the discount code for it. And to learn more about the sponsorships, there is a button here to click. We also have a page for frequently asked questions. I am adding to these as I get questions that come up. And so if you have any you want to submit to me, I'm happy to put them there. We have a page for the wellness talks. This is what we have so far. You can see there's a number of openings that are still available. And the well workshops. Okay, so.
Denise, I have a question.
You bet.
So for all these things that we're interested in, and by the way, I left you a little chat right now, but for the things that we're interested to try to participate in, we just go to the page and there's a button for us to click to communicate with you, or would you rather Facebook, or do you want to schedule a chat, or how do we get that straightened out with you that we're going to participate in this, that, or the other?
Well, you just did in the chat box. So, and you want to do a self-care activity. So you're just look at the agenda. You can see which ones don't have anything. It means that there's no name next to it or a picture next to it. Most of them are during the wellness fair. And Jenny Lynn, you said you sent me an email. Did you send me an email?
Yes, I replied to the email that you sent out that was telling us to register and let you know if we want to participate. And
yep, you need to let me know when when you want to do it. Did you put it in there?
Yeah, so I it was the same day that I had scheduled the Facebook Live.
Yeah, right.
When I first booked it, I said I wanted to do the well talk, and that I wanted to go ahead and do a door prize.
Okay, so I don't see, the well talk on there. So if you, in your email, it doesn't have the well talk.
Okay.
So if
you, sorry about that. I thought I said that.
Yeah.
Can I tell you now, or you want me to put it in the email?
Tell me now which one of those slots you want.
Okay.
And the same thing.
And you said it's, can you put them back up on the screen so we can see?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I can.
Thank you.
So here's the well talks time. So Tuesday the 31st, 10:20 or 10:40 or 11:20. Thursday, the 2nd, 10:20, 10:40, 11:20, 11:40. You can see you don't have to give me the talk title right now. I've got a couple that are to be determined.
On those 2 days, my schedule is relatively open right now, so you can just put me in wherever.
Nope, doesn't work that way. You got to tell me which day you want.
Okay.
I'm not, I guess I'm not sharing my screen, sorry.
No,
May I
I
just-
can't see it.
May I just chime in here real quick in that I don't really have the second, but I do have the 31st, if that makes a difference to you, Geraldine. If we're, I don't know if we're in conflict or not, but if we are.
No, you're fine, Anne. Okay, come on. Why is this not letting me share my screen? There we go. Okay. So you tell me, do you want to follow Ruth, Sharon? You know Ruth.
I
Don't
do
you?
know Ruth. She is awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. Or you can follow
can.
Stephanie. Or you can, and part of the game here is, who do you want to follow? In terms of, do you want to just have a flow going? If you know any of these other speakers.
Can you scroll? Is Ruth talking about relationships?
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, you can put me in after Ruth. That works.
Okay, so I'm going to just get me a title.
Mm.
You don't have to send it. You don't have to give it to me today, but if you would please send it to me.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. And then let me know what you want to do on the giveaways. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. And then Anne, you were interested in doing a self-care activity. And the self-care activities that we have available is, again, it's about 10 minutes for the self-care activity and 5 minutes we chit chat with you. We have, if it's a movement type thing that will get people's adrenaline going, it's good to do it the first one. Like
Okay.
that would be 2:10 your time zone.
I can do that.
Okay.
And that's on the 31st. Okay.
That's on the-
Great. Yeah, and well, I guess that wouldn't work over Zoom, but I have another thing that I'm offering that sometimes goes over quite well, but it wouldn't work on Zoom that well, I don't think. So, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
And if you could get me if you have a title of what it's going to be, literally no more than 3 words, if possible, maybe 4. It's got to be really short.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. We will put you guys down for those things. And thank you, which means that I'm almost out of self-care activity times for people to sign up for. And then I'll be able to say I'm done. I can't tell you how exciting that's going to be.
So that other page that you were just showing us is not live yet, right?
Is which one?
The
Well
one
Talk?
with the openings on it?
Yes, it's live.
Because I can't find it. I don't,
Okay,
Where?
are you at the Transitions 2021 page?
I am.
Okay, choose any one of the tracks or scroll down to the bottom. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it'll say, check out the Well Talks lineup.
Toolbox. Well. Oh, there's so much on here. I just don't know where I'm looking.
yeah, I always feel that way.
Okay.
I must admit.
Check out the Well
to-
Talks lineup.
Yeah.
I see event, home, agenda, HR track, practitioner track, wellness fair, and sponsors. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. It's kind of in the
Yeah.
middle.
It shouldn't be in the middle.
Well, it's not
Oh,
right at,
well,
I was looking
yeah.
at the very bottom, so.
Yeah, so, oh, yeah, that's true. Well, it is also at the very bottom. There's an icon.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah, anytime you see that circle, it should click you over to it.
Okay, thank you.
And
Denise,
remember,
are the Well Talks the bonus sessions?
yeah, those are bonus sessions.
Okay, I put bonus session in the email. That's probably where it got confusing.
Yeah, I'd like to do one of these. I think just in talking to you now, I'm just deciding, figuring this out, but I think I'm gonna do it on dowsing and then do a workshop on dowsing.
I think that would be awesome. So do you want to go ahead and pick your date and time? And then when we get off these calls, I'm going to put it in there because as soon as this goes live and gets published to people, they're going to be going over and wanting to sign up for these.
Yeah, is the 10:40 on the 31st taken?
It is now. That's 10:40 my time. It's 11:40 your time.
11, so that is, okay.
It's on August 31st or September 2nd.
It's August 31st.
It's a Tuesday.
Sorry, I'm looking at too many screens here, sorry. Okay, August 31st. Okay, I have to go that far ahead in my calendar, just make sure.
So I forgot to hit stop recording. So for all of you who are still watching this, isn't this fun?
Okay, August 31st works.
Okay.
So,
August 1st, 10:40.
so that's 11:40 Central Time.
Yep. And I'm just gonna put it in there as a placeholder with dowsing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I am going to stop the recording. For those who are watching the video, yes, this is crazy. It's going fast. So sign up when you can, because if we have to add more wellness talks, we will. The workshops, I don't anticipate we're probably gonna have more than 6 or 8 of them, in all honesty. So you'll want to get your dates on that as well. If we need to do more, we can do more. But if you have any questions, please let me know. And with that, I'm going to stop the recording.